Hey guys, welcome to my daily video. I'm out in the greenhouse because it rains. I wanted to take Mika with me outside and she's just sitting at the stairs under the roof and doesn't want to come out. So yeah, time to film a little video. Yeah, this looks pretty good. These will be opening within the next 2 days. I don't know. Tomorrow maybe. I don't think it will be today. It could be today. I don't want to rule it out, but I think it's rather tomorrow. Here's one. Bigger. I think flying dragon hybrid, but we will see. These still not really moving forward. Rio miscensis. This from Sacred Succulents. Yeah, and this one, Shalensis, some kind of form of Shalensis, I think. Look at it. I mean, this looks like a snake. And Cuscensis in comparison, you know, you always need to put these two like besides each other because Cuscensis would be the next best alternative. Yeah, look at this slender rib shape. Yeah, but these spines, they have a similarity to Cuscensis. So it's interesting, it will be interesting to see if they are connected in some form. Yeah, and I hope that the flowers will split up a little bit so I have pollen on different days. Like a flower opening on one day and then the next flower opening a week later. That would be great. This is Mamacita, the one in the front here, and it has a super beautiful flower. It's an Acacia crossed with Echinopsis, hybrid by Cactus Vers 1. Yeah, and it's a very good hybrid, beautiful, and it's perfect example to prove that Otto Schulz, that Acacia hybrid that's involved in it, that it is capable of producing good offspring, because a lot of hybrids have been following Otto Schulz itself. They looked like a copy, and this one here, this is a really good hybrid. It's an actual hybrid, so good work, and it's a good sign. It's nice. I need to take good photos of this flower. It's the first time that I'm seeing it here. Yeah, and I mean, like, just look at the color of the hair and everything. Looks very similar to some of the ones that are in suspicion of being connected. But yeah, we'll see. Looking forward seeing the flower. Actually seeing the flower, you know. This is Isla del Sol. Also very similar timing, you know. Gotta bring Mika inside. She just doesn't want to be outside at this, like when it's raining like this. I mean, I understand. I would be inside too if I could. Hey. So I wanted to show you this one. Hybrid by Markus Fagerer. I also filmed a separate video where I discussed the fruits and the ones that weren't pollinated. So I just want to say a few of them have been successful. This one and maybe the one there. This one might not fail, but at this point it's too early and it looks very small. It might still fail. But yeah, over here, really nice flower, but it's already closing. Right now it's already later in the day. This one opened yesterday, I think, yesterday evening. And it's still a beautiful flower. Color is nice. Yeah. Nice body. I like how the multi-hybrids look when you graft them. These kinds of multi-hybrids between Lubivia and something columnar, you know, they get really interesting. Let me show you one, like a bigger one. Okay, in here. Check out this massive thing. Hand as comparison. This is Vers 11. Super funky hybrid. Hasn't popped so far. I mean, I would need to cut it. But at this point, I just do not want to... I like the plant, you know? It looks like... like nothing I have ever seen. And therefore, I like it. And the flower is super nice, too. These are very good hybrids. Very beautiful flowers and might be great for breeding, too. I put a lot of hope into it. Yeah, these Arboricola hybrids very soon. Very soon. Oh, I should probably do time-lapse with these. It's just so nice. They look so amazing. Oh, but I also want something nice outside. So... it's such a shame that they all flower at the same time. This is pretty good. Here's the Echinopsis glauca flower. I really need to come from outside to see if there's pollen that I could collect. But on the other hand, I already have like 20 bags of it. I will never need so much pollen, but I still collected it. It's just amazing to collect pollen from that species, you know. Then I wanted to show you this, where we like had to remove the tip because it reached the roof. This looks like it might be flowering. I'm just looking forward to being able to show the flowers again. I mean, it's been a while. Just feel like there haven't been so many yet this season. But everything has flower buds. It's like endless waiting right now. Here, this is Echinopsis glauca. Totally crazy plant. I repotted this Deserticola. So this is fulvilana, subspecies fulvilana. Yeah, belongs to Echinopsis deserticola and is a cool plant, but needed, like, it was too dehydrated. I tried rooting it last year and it didn't work. I just put it on top of the soil, but it didn't produce any roots. So I now have it in the pot, surrounded by very organic soil. I just wanted to be able to get in some of the humidity so it kind of gets normal again. I do not like how much water it has lost. Yeah, and the jungle gets completely out of control. I have decided I need to get help for the garden, like a gardener, someone who helps. Because this is like jungle-esque, you know? Jungle-esque. I have never done so much than I did this year in the garden. But it's just not enough. It's crazy. And we need to clear this landscape a little bit from the grass and all. Right now is bird nesting season, but the moment it's over, we're taking down these trees here just to take away the shade and the breeding ground for the ticks. Yeah, just to get it a little bit more open, to open it up, you know, so you can reduce all kinds of whatever breeding grounds for ticks. And this week we are repotting for the channel. This week or next week, because I think about also ordering coconut fiber, because I wanna use a mix with it where it's kind of 20%, maybe 30%, but haven't decided yet. So I will think about it. Maybe we're doing it with coconut or without, but we will be repotting. I have a few plants that urgently need a bigger pot, and they will go in these in a fairly organic soil. Let me show you what we will use. By the way, flying saucer here. I decided that I'll probably take the tip off so I can root it separately, so I can take this heavy plant out of the pot so I can repot it. I would love to put this one in a bigger pot, but it's so heavy that I have a hard time lifting it. So here's the cemetery soil, graveyard soil. Yeah, it does not rot easily, and somehow it's a little bit resistant against weeds, which is very important. And yeah, for cactus soil this could be great. I read about some very good breeders who use something like this in their mixes, and the brand doesn't matter, you know, so I cannot say if this is a good brand or not. Any kind of brand that does something like this might be worth checking out for cactus. Alone by itself, that soil would be way too organic, too humid, and would cause problems for the roots very often. However, like where I live, the way I water my plants and the way they are completely dry over winter anyways, so it might not make a big difference, but it might even be beneficial in the times when the plants cannot take in enough water because it's so hot. In the past, when I didn't remember to water all the time, it could get problems with flower buds being dropped and all that stuff. And when you have a little bit more organic material in the soil, then you have a little bit more time. You give yourself time to rest sometimes. So that's why I'm going a little bit more organic, but it doesn't mean it has to be like that. You can grow in everything. You can grow in pumice, and we could take that organic medium that I just shown you and mix it 50-50 with pumice, and it would work. You just have to adapt your water management to the temperatures, to the climate, to the need of the plant. When a plant doesn't need more water, it don't give more, you know. So that's the situation. And with the soil, I have used purely mineral media. I have used organic, completely organic, and everything can be done. So I'm not saying, hey, do it like this or do not do it like that. I just say your water management has to be on point for whatever road you are willing to take. So, and here we would try to go as organic as possible with the climate that I have. Temperatures maybe minus 15 Celsius in winter. So we will experiment. We will try it out, and if it doesn't work, we'll get back to washed pumice, what I use a lot for seedlings. There you see it. This is a good a good medium for seedlings. They have a great drainage in such a pumice based medium, and it keeps the weeds away. In the beginning there are not so many problems with oxalis. Later on you get them, but in the beginning it gives the seedlings a little bit more time, a little bit time advantage to grow before the weeds do. And yeah, it's just a great safe medium for seedlings. But it's not absolutely necessary. You can grow the same seedlings in an organic soil, and in the beginning the organic soil had a lot better results than the mineral one in my tests that I did in the last few years. So since then I started to move more towards a more organic kind of approach to growing cactus seedlings. Today I sow out in cactus in sowing soil, classic sowing soil, and then later they go into washed pumice, something like this. And afterwards, then it doesn't matter. Then they are big enough, they are hardy enough, you could put them in almost any medium that just has a somewhat decent drainage, you know? So whatever approach we take here, it isn't the only way. And we will try different ways. Over here I have one that's in coconut fiber. Then I have some that are completely in lava, and they all look terrible. So we will take a look at them and compare it to maybe the pumice based mediums, and just compare different types of ways to do this, you know. But for now, I think a large part of the soil mix will be the cemetery soil thing, and I might order coconut fiber, maybe a little bit of sand, maybe a little bit of washed pumice, but not a lot. I want to get away from the mineral mediums all around me. Such a terrible weather. So here's an update about the fruit situation. This is crazy. Looks like 5 of them took. 1 dropped, 1 or 2. And that's such a great thing. You've seen the amazing flower. I mean, it's great to have offspring of this amazing hybrid. And then when everything's like ripe and done, I will repot this plant. I wanted to do it like at the beginning of the season, but then it started flowering early. So yeah, repotting it as soon as possible. Just a quick look, because it's raining, but Bamboy has a fruit that is so amazing. This one, the Wurzel hybrids. Then this is Yellow California. This does not look good. No, this is failure. Hate it. Yeah, so this one, I think I need to do something with it. I don't know. I might have to film this in some capacity. This is just too nice when you have so many that are opening up in one row. That's nice. I like that. This one looks funky too. Yeah, and I watered in this greenhouse a few days ago. And it shows. The plants continue to look nice, and some of them will flower. I always take the flowering ones out, and everything that isn't flowering, like that has potential to do it, I put here. This is a good spot. Want them in the sun. Let's have a look at Amun-Re. Can't see. I doubt that there are more than 2. Yeah, doesn't seem like it. Yeah, I don't know. This year so far it has been a bad year for hybrids like Amun-Re and Sarveln. Very few flower. Maybe it had to do with the winter. This is Telegonoides too. Very cool body. These have a lot of potential for breeding if you can make them like actual hybrid crosses and not something that's self-pollinated. Some of them have immense fertility and that can cause self-pollination. Yeah, this one's opening up. I think I will take it inside. Over here we have a fungal infection. And this is nothing. We will play around with this a little bit. Do an experiment. Probably just leave it in the sun. I will do nothing. Just put it somewhere, top shelf, and this will be gone in no time. We will be doing a video with this. Yeah, so this one is sad. This one is a hybrid between Dessau and Cantora Gelb. Flower is nice, looks great. So Arboricola hybrid. I really need to think about what to do here, what to use. Okay, so I gotta stop this. I'm out of energy, not me, but the smartphone that I'm recording this with. So yeah, there will be another part tomorrow, and I will film some flower clips in between, maybe a few updates here and there. So the next few weeks will be full of videos. There's just so much happening, and I try to get it all.